blurred.
That's what it looks like. They're horrendous, yes.
What are you looking up right now?
Just something on Facebook.
Does it have friends? Are you looking at friends?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And how many friends do you have? Do you talk about it?
Very few. On 300 something. Only mostly.
Oh, this is your personal life.
Yeah. My other one has got 35,000 or something.
Right. Yeah. I have a fan site.
Do you just ignore? I
don't know people. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've gotten to that point where I just ignore.
Well, if you can block somebody on Twitter, if they go someone like, you're a hunk of shit, I want you to die. It's like, wait a second. In high school, if you were walking past somebody, if you could just delete them. We were talking about that, Bob.
Delete up the whole person, yeah.
There's nothing better than blocking somebody.
Wait, Bob Saget even blocks people?
Well,
who are you on Twitter? You just Bob Saget?
I just don't do negative energy. I don't always go through it all. I mean, I can't. If I'm having a good day, it's a ton of people. I just won't. I don't want to do negative. I got enough negative. I'm my own worst critic. I know what's wrong with me.
Yeah,
I know when I'm not funny.
There you
I know
go.
when things
we
are
all
bad.
know about ourselves.
Right.
So you
don't have to tell us.
Block.
Well,
I'll
do it if it's a guy that started the account just to tell me to go fuck myself.
Yeah, that's a little.
And then
What's
especially
your Twitter name?
I'm under my own name.
Oh, is it just Bob Saget?
Oh.
Yeah, one word. Okay.
I like my Twitter.
Hey, Bob,
I like it a lot, actually.
One more thing.
Talk to
They
people.
had you drinking some heavy shit, man.
Yeah, one of them was like a moonshine, really strong, crazy. I mean, it burned my inside.
It burned on the way in.
Well, the show I did that has not aired, but if we get a good rating, and we'll know around noon today. That's how this lovely business I live in.
I hope it did
You know
well.
our ratings, right?
Right.
How life works. And then we'll know again next week.
We blew it because we could have got people psyched on our end for the show. I thought it was airing tonight. It already aired yesterday. We could have pumped this up yesterday for you. Get people watching.
I would have liked that. Well, you're doing it now. Tuesday night's an important night.
Right.
The 7th. But the first episode I shot, we went to Ukraine, and I got guys mail order brides. I went to Ukraine for a week.
That's the real deal, huh?
Didn't have a relationship. I went there, and they are beautiful. The joke, which I really can't do many places, is that I did it on Conan. I can't do it many places. Is that in Ukraine, the age of consent is yes. I saw a girl. I mean, I see people, and they're like, "Oh wow, that's an attractive girl," and she's like, "She's 15, man." I'm like, well, "Let's go away. What are you doing?" Oh no, that's all fine. Well, what's all fine?
That's fucking terrible.
When
does this air?
Yeah,
the number?
What airline flies there?
What airline goes to the Ukraine? Do they still have Aeroflot? Is that it?
Is Ukraine
flights right now?
Is it a shitty country?
Polanski Air.
Yeah, is it shitty?
It is. The Odessa steps. The baby carriage goes down the steps, and Woody Allen did a takeoff of it. Yeah. That's where I was. I was staying off of the Odessa steps. I was in Odessa.
So what? Mail order brides. They. Obviously, you go online and find one, but
yes, and you pay for each email. That's how the business works. You pay
email?
to talk to them. They pay every time you get one. You pay. So
how much?
I guess it's like a couple bucks. So there's thousands of dollars being made into hundreds of thousands.
Because
I don't know if they're making millions, but there was money being spent.
Dude, it has to be fucking just hot chicks working for them.
That's what it was. I want this to air because they walk into an agency and it looks like the agency could be gone the next day.
Sure.
No furniture,
Yeah,
anything.
little
And it's all
boiler room
beautiful velvet curtains and young girls everywhere. And I keep going, what's behind this door? More hot girls? And I hadn't slept. And I'm just like looking at everything.
What a
like
scam,
the Matrix.
Though. It was a scam because they're not gonna give up the girl right away. They're gonna make you do a lot of emailing.
They want you to date her. You get to go on a date with her. So these 4 guys we took, that poor guy Steve. This one has to air because it's really interesting to watch.
So what happened? You go to the Ukraine.
I went there and I came back and I didn't hook up with anybody. I don't know what people all said. Your reputation. I'm not that guy.
Yeah.
You're more that guy than I am.
Yeah, I am.
But I'm not. I'm a relationship kind of guy.
So the guy went on a date with her. What happened? Was it good or bad?
It was pretty good. They didn't. They don't consummate. They can't.
Of course
go and
not.
Tell
They're
the
probably
people,
agency girls.
And they sign the thing. And I'm sure there's a lot of
rape,
side money.
There's a lot of hookery,
I would love
right?
hookery.
So half the people that you would meet, I think, would be in the hookery dickory dock business.
You're right.
And then the other half are just people seeking a husband that would get them a visa so they could come to America.
Are they pretty?
And then they usually
a lot of them are pretty.
It's usually, from what I've seen anyway, desperate guys. They grab these girls up because they're hotter than anything they would ever get.
And 2/3 of them men
and then they
dead.
just leave.
Yeah, but they're hot, but they're like Ukraine hot. Like they get like a German Shepherd mole, and like 3 teeth are black around the gums.
They have good.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Oh fuck!
they're smoking from a distance, but then when you get close up, you're like, ah, Jesus, she looks like a dude.
She wants to come here so she can get her dry socket repaired.
She's got like a huge, thick hair growing off her Adam's apple.
You can see him at the strip clubs, man. They got a lot of
we were at a strip club in L.A., one of those Ukraine bitches. She did a turnaround with her asshole, and she had like a fucking berry hanging out of her asshole.
Oh, God.
Shit or a Roy?
It was like a fucking just a berry. It was like a mole, but a purpley big mole.
Berry. Did you flick at it?
No, I threw, dude. I puke. I
You gotta get on a crane to see it.
You try to slip a dollar between that and whatever part of her body is next to it.
Everybody, you could see her turn, and as she turned, the faces just turned. What the fuck is? And you couldn't help but go, what the fuck's in your ass?
Well, you know it's a long thing hanging out of a woman's ass if it slaps four guys. It's like boom, boom, boom.
Like the Three Stooges.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, damn. Wow. So the Ukrainian girls.
Ukrainian girls are hip.
They come over. If the guy does buy them, what do they cost?
Well, it's not a marriage. They get married. I mean, they would
do.
want to get married. So they would.
Wow.
And they stay in contact. And some of the girls are very nice. And it got awkward. I mean, it's all awkward. It's awkward if you're dating somebody.
Yeah, right?
Imagine you go there and they know
order.
that you want to bring them home. But they're not really called mail order brides. You know, they're women. They go to a social. You go to a disco in the afternoon, and you have your pick of all the disco. That is what it is. Very.
We go to disco.
Two sexy guys.
How long do you think those marriages last, though? Do you think any of them are actually good?
Yeah, I was told a couple of them last forever because they want that. I don't want to say misogynist, but the women really. 2/3 of the guys in Ukraine died, or they
during a war or something.
During the war and before
Which
Cold
war?
War. Well, '95 they lifted the Iron Curtain there, so every war. And they they didn't even have gas in the country, so they didn't have toilet paper, and so the guys just left and smoked and cheated on them, or bad men ran away, like America.
Yeah, of course, sure.
So they like American guys,
I love American guys.
Don't they get to come? They'll come here for a while, live with you for a while, and then they look, I get to leave now.
And then they figure it
after
out.
a few years.
They got a film career, some of them.
A film career, yeah. Some of them figure it out though, don't they? Like, hey, I could maybe get the divorce, get the money, and leave this man.
I think they do stay with you for a while, though.
I just went into a Bullwinkle cartoon in my mind.
Yeah.
Moose and Squirrel.
Moose and Squirrel.
I'm Maddie Bottas.
Watch me pull a bride out of my head.
How do you remember that voice?
Magic Bullwinkle.
Yeah, Bullwinkle.
So now
that's something.
Wait, you get one of these girls, you bring them home. Fuck, I can't comprehend that.
Yeah, it is.
Is there a language they speak English?
You can't?
No, but they speak English.
It's the same shit you do all the time. You just get to keep them.
That's the worst part, though, right?
He can't comprehend the bringing them home part.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What if they have small pussy lips?
What if?
Yeah.
I don't think they're all gigantically down below. I don't think
I like a big pussy lip.
You do?
Yeah.
How big?
Like a mom's
a little too
mouth?
big, Bobby.
Yeah. You should be able to see it from across the street in a dress.
Jesus.
Again, in the strip clubs, though, I've seen Russian girls. I don't know if they're known for their puffy.
They're not.
Puffy pussy.
You really
lips.
honestly like a woman with large.
Fuck yeah.
Bob
Love big
Bob
sides.
He likes the big clit.
Well,
Big pussy.
Is it because you like walking out of a curtain before you go on or something?
No, I just like a big.
Is it like a punching bag? Is it like working out at the gym?
I like when she's wearing tight panties and you could see the outline and the
Like that.
bulge.
Oh,
Like
I know
that
this.
right there?
Actually, I know this 5 minutes of you.
But I really mean it. Like that's kind of hot. Any of the there's
How is
different.
that hot?
How's it not?
It looks like
What's falling out of her?
Looks like a Muppet male.
Looks like our pussy got into a fight.
Is that
Yeah.
a baby elbow? What is
A
that?
baby elbow.
I love it.
It looks
man.
like something ended at the knuckle.
Wow, that's
Yeah, I love a nice big badge.
That's what Jimmy's into, yeah.
Love it.
How about this one?
I like long fat lips.
So would you like to put your penis into another penis?
No, I don't like the.
Oh,
there's a
God
certain line.
damn,
Bob,
look
let me
at
say
that.
it. I'll tell you, it's probably too big.
Oh,
Let me say it.
God.
Probably too big.
That's not real.
Jimmy likes a pussy that looks like
That's
frame
not-
313 of the Zapruder film.
What that is, that's what they do is they suction puff it. I don't like that at all.
That looks like an alien from Battlestar Galactica.
Yeah.
That's not it. That's an exposed brain.
I like a natural fat
Here
pussy,
you
not
go.
a puffed
Do you
out.
like to watch surgery? What turns you on the most, that or eye surgery? Bobby's giving eye surgery on TV. Don't you turn it off?
Oh,
You can't
why would
watch
you
that.
watch that?
Why? It's someone watching you while they're getting surgery.
Bob Kelly's giving our computer a lot of viruses right now. He's clicking
now
on
he's-
shit we've
he's
actually
.exe.
done before.
Bob Kelly is 6 seconds from jerking off right now. The picture I just saw.
Oh, that one looks dead.
Oh God, what is wrong with that one?
That looks.
That did its grooming with a weed whacker.
Yeah, a little infection. It looks like.
That's dry socket.
Look at very dry socket there.
That looks like a knife wound that healed in prison.
By the way, guys, may I make a declaration that it's at least 7 minutes till we plug my show again?
Yes,
just
yes,
because
of
of
course.
where we're
Because
at.
of the
Right?
content
You don't want
now.
to
No,
You want to be separated from this?
Please,
Okay, that's
tragedy
fine.
plus timing.
I'm
The
waiting.
content,
I'm waiting
yes.
for the arrival of Magic Bob. When is Magic Bob going to be here?
I think Roland actually was on the phone with him this morning, or his people.
His peeps.
Yeah, he's coming. He's his. Ugh.
Oh, what the hell was that? That's petticoat slap a junction on
That
someone.
looks like my dick after I've been in a pool all day.
I like that a lot.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
no way.
That
How
and
do you-
panties,
No way.
that would bulge out in panties.
Snuffleupagus.
You want a nipple with a hole in it? That's what you want?
That's it. That's
Looks
disgusting.
like a cigar
That looks like
unraveling.
someone that comes off a goat.
Right?
Something
It does look like a
out.
shitty Cuban.
I wouldn't know what to do with that if
horrible.
you telestrated it.
Ugh.
It's the worst.
I don't know.
Looks like a
Anyway, so next Tuesday, it's a really good episode.
All right, next Tuesday.
You want to
See
go
you
back to
next
Strange
See you
Days?
next Tuesday.
I'm telling you, I think our listeners would love Strange Days with Bob Saget on A&E every Tuesday night. I really do.
Thank you.
What are some of the other episodes?
The one coming up Tuesday, I joined this frat. The second one is the wrestling thing, backyard wrestling is pretty severe. You know, people just kick the shit out of each other.
and some of those guys want to make it hurt a little bit, right?
And they want to make it hurt, and they want to actually go into the big leagues. They want to go into like
No, I mean they
WWE.
want to hurt you.
They didn't. Yeah, but I didn't get into that whole thing. Remember when they
Okay.
did that to Belzer? They turned him upside
Oh,
down.
We
yeah.
just talked about that
Yeah.
again on our show.
I used to watch Andy Kaufman in the main room of the Comedy Store when he wrestled
Oh,
women,
right.
and pissed off so many women. And he was doing it because it was
Yeah.
an experience for him to do it.
And a fetish probably too.
It was a fetish, and he got hurt. He really got hurt.
Did you know Kaufman?
Yeah, but now I didn't know him. You know,
No one
I'd
knew
be
him, right?
next to him. You know, I'd sit next to him. I'd watched everything he did.
He's one of
live.
my favorites.
He was one of the. I actually hosted a special on NBC with Mary Lou Henner and Rodney Dangerfield and Lily Tomlin about him, and it was like because I was obsessed with him. Because I used to watch him all the time.
Did you
And his
li-
manager George Shapiro, I loved. Bob Zamuda, his old friend, is a friend of
we
mine.
had Bob in
so
here recently.
It's fascinating, and he's able to do the Kaufman stuff like nobody because he was the guy that was there to shepherd the whole thing.
Did you ever see when he would do Clifton? I heard Leno said he got him to break Clifton character once, like on the way to a gig or something, or he got Andy to admit he was it was something. They were in the car and Jay said something like, "Yeah, someone's saying that you stole that from them." Or someone is saying that you stole that, and he goes, "No, I didn't." Like, and then he got him to break.
Oh, it was
shit,
Andy
wow.
within the makeup.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was either that, or he got him to admit. EJ got him to admit something by saying that somebody accused him of stealing it, so he actually got it out of him.
Because Andy would play it all the way.
What was amazing was when Andy died, Bob Zamuda did a benefit at the Comedy Store, and I was at it. And I was, everybody for a second went, "Is that Andy?" Because Bob literally summoned the spirit to do it. And he started singing. It was an American Cancer Society benefit, and he said, "This is a travesty. The American cancer people put all that money in their pockets. This is bullshit." And people started walking out, which is what Tony
man.
Clifton would do. So,
Of course.
in true Tony Clifton form, Bob Zamuda was walking people, and as they're leaving, he's going, "Fuck you, people. And you know what? Fuck this. And I don't care about cancer. I don't care about anything. This is all bullshit." And he threw the mic down. And then he goes back and he picks it up. He goes, "I can't do that to you people. Hit it." And that's Life starts playing. And he sings, and then he does that, and then he does another 45 minutes after that.
Yeah.
But he does the famous thing that Andy Kaufman shepherded, that I'm sure that Bob had a lot to do with. But he sings at the end of That's Life. He goes, "I'll roll myself up in a great big ball and die." And they bring out the clock that times the longest note ever held, Johnny Mathis, 1962, and die. And they run the loop of the voice like a buzzer, and he's just standing on stage just with his mouth open without any sound coming out, but they're playing and it goes 2 minutes,
Oh,
2.5 minutes, and the audience is like, "What is this?
How long is this gonna go?
It
Yeah.
was like 3 minutes, and then he goes, he does a big flourish at the end. It was the best thing, one of the best things I'd ever seen. And the
That's
saddest part is that Andy Kaufman, we lost him.
Yeah, that he wasn't there.
I was pissed off, and it's Leslie Nielsen died. I'm like, and because I jumped into all this press to promote my show, and then people would always throw what happens that day or two before. They're like, happy about your show, but what about Leslie Nielsen? And I'm like, well, I love Leslie Nielsen. He was on the video show once, and he came out with that fart thing that you.
Oh, he loved that.
He loved that little
thing.
fart.
God,
thing.
he used that all the time.
Squeeze it, and then he would just make a face because his whole thing was reacting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he did react, right?